Your sound's off.
Live. Right to the intro?
Yeah, that's what I
Cheers
want.
to This Is Life.
Talker.
You know, we want to help people helping people. We are all here together. Why not be successful? Why not help each other? Why not be something? And there doesn't have to be so much picking and hating and judging. And this is a free judge zone. I don't judge anybody, and you always welcome in here. So let's.
I judge people all the time.
Well, you know what, dude? Cheers to good friends, great energy, and a live chat room in this podcast. Hey, yo, this is life. Thank you, everyone. Newcomers, oldcomers, friends, family. We love you all. Shout the fuck out. If you're afraid to talk to me or if I am too aggressive for you, go fuck yourself. But if you're not and you're interested in talking, you know, please pick up the phone, holler at me. And my own experiences, I left at 16. I moved out when I was 16 years old, people. I had 3 jobs, my own apartment, and I had a baby, and I had things to deal with. My husband will tell you, I am a fighter, I am a strong person, and I am Jess. There's nothing less, and he is Rocky, and he never gives me anything less, and that's what's so important, you know. I am so damn blessed to have you as my partner in crime.
Always, baby.
We don't need friends, you know why? Because we have each other. Cheers on that.
Cheers on
Solo.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're bugging. Well, I guess.
Can't even take that.
Just made K a mod.
That is one of my favorite. Please hit that button.
Oh.
Perfect.
All right.
Guys, welcome to This Is Life. Here we are. I'm taking my ear things off because the calls aren't really working and they mess with my ears. We got tonight a special guest, of course. Amazingly, we have Rocky, my co-host, my sexy husband. He's got the sexy hair, and we do sleep in the same bed, might I add. And my best friend from when I was probably about 12, and I have never lost a moment or skipped a beat. I love you. This is Nicole. Everybody knows her as Sweet Temptations by Nikki. I always shout her out for her amazing baking skills. Here she is.
That bed comment. That came from a horse, babe, and everyone knows you can never trust a horse.
A horse is a horse, of course. I was just going to say
that. That's what I'm saying.
You have to get close.
So you cannot trust a
like
horse.
Can you hear her?
Yeah, is the mic turned on?
I thought I just turned it on.
Yeah, it's on. All right, then yeah, you should.
Can you hear this?
Yep, okay. You're good.
I do. Okay, so we have a very interesting show tonight. The show topic is going to be family affairs. As you all know...
Sorry to cut you off. Someone's writing about the calls. Try to call in. I mean, I don't know what was happening with the Skype. We may or may not have fixed it. Give it a shot. If it works, it works.
Definitely give it a try.
If it doesn't, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, we again, we're not set up professionally.
Yeah, no. But so like I was saying, I do take emails and ats from people when they want me to talk about a specific subject. You know, my podcast isn't about one specific thing. I like to talk about everything. So tonight I'm going to dedicate the show to family affairs, do's and don'ts, you know, with family affairs, and how to conduct yourself like a good human being and how not to conduct yourself like, or, you know, do it and then you'll have no friends and no people in your life. So with that being said, anybody at any time that you want to join in or give us a point of view or a story you have, please call in the numbers at the bottom of the screen. I like phone calls.
Yo, Kay, you notice that wrench next to you? You're welcome.
What is she, a moderator?
She's a mod now.
Yes, Kay's a moderator. You can also do Nicole, too.
I will, but when she's on.
Kay, you see anybody being inappropriate, now you have full...
But, Kay, listen, people can have an opinion. If they're just being, like, nasty or, like, you know, just being trolly,
then get rid of them.
Then get rid of them. But if they just have an opinion, we suck or, you know, whatever... Leave that. That's fine. I don't care if someone, you know, it's when they get disgusting with it or they, you know, really vulgar.
Okay, and I hopefully, as you all know, I hope everybody has a drink because that's what we do on This Is Life. When you have kids, work, money problems, issues, you drink. That's life. We have green for soon to come St. Patty's Day. Jello shots with vodka.
We don't have money problem issues.
What?
We don't have money problem issues.
I didn't say we did.
You like throw it in there with your, when, you know, we drink if you have, you know.
No, I said we discuss.
Well, I missed something then. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I missed something.
I think she was just meaning
I'm saying, like,
general.
this is life. When you have kids, when you have work, you have money issues, you have problems.
You were just bringing up general.
Yes,
okay,
this is what we are about. So, hi, this is life. Guys, we're going to get it together. For every time somebody says fuck that is sitting here, we're going to have to take a shot. Now, Nicole has to drive, so I will take some of her shots. And so will Rocky.
Because you know I have.
No, I won't. And I won't say that once.
Yeah, well, that's not fair. You have to be a person part playing.
I don't want to do a bunch of Jello shots. I'll do 1 or 2 on my own.
Oh, you're the worst. You know, I can't even deal. You're the worst.
I'm not the worst.
What kind of game is that? Then I'll only take 1 or 2.
What kind of man continually takes Jello shots? I'm
Richie
sorry.
did 6 right in front of me.
Look who you're talking about again.
Richie did
Jess,
6.
Jess, I said, what kind of man?
Oh,
all right?
shit.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
shit. All right,
wow.
so I'm going to start with the first topic so we can get everything rolling. I got an email. They wrote, if you know that energy between a group of family is toxic, are you the bigger person and continues to go to events to be a part of the family, or do you just separate yourself, call a spade, and say you're family, but I don't want to hang out with you anyway because you suck, or because you're not good attention or good energy, or there's something going on in your life and around your entire aura that is constantly downs, so do you go and be a part of it? I'll let you answer first since I've been talking.
Well, it's funny. It's funny that you actually say that because I have a situation, I guess, with a very good friend of mine. She was friends with this particular girl for 30 plus years, I guess you could say. I mean, they grew up like sisters. And they had a falling out a couple of years ago for whatever the situation was. That's neither here nor there. And she has a cousin who is getting married soon. And the cousin and her had a little bit of a tiff because I guess you could say her cousin's a bit of a selfish person.
Yeah.
Putting it nicely and mildly. Anyways, the cousin and her were very close, and the cousin knew that she had a falling out with this particular friend. The bridal shower just recently came up, and out of spite, I guess, or to fill a seat because more than half the people declined to go to her shower because of the kind of person she is, she decided that she was going to invite said friend that's no longer a friend
really
to the shower.
That's beef.
Yeah.
That's beef to me. That's like, you know, first of all, I had a wedding. I did not over-invite or anything. I had specific 110 people. 106 came. You know, 4 actually were sick.
Well, that's because everybody loves you guys. That's why most of your
that.
guests came and responded yes.
Not if you read what's on the internet. We're monsters.
We're horrible people. But no,
we are monsters.
My personal opinion on that is, I mean, number one, that said friend, why would they even go? And the cousin, personally, I think needs to really examine her life and how she treats people. Because if she was the really nice person that she pretended to be, then you wouldn't need to invite a secondary list. There would be people that wanted
She literally invited this girl like 2 or 3 days before the shower. Because I think she invited about like 50 some odd people, and less than 25 people responded yes.
Wow. I think that's a sore I think
that says a lot about the kind of person that you are when even your family doesn't...
How could you do that to your cousin?
How could she do that to her cousin? And more importantly, how could the friend? You're supposed to be like... almost like a sister. Like, that's more than just a friendship after 30 years. That's family.
What do you think, Rob?
You know?
Yeah,
how do you do that?
Me? Well, the person who went is a desperate, lonely person who will just gets an invite to anything. He goes, yep, I'll be there. That's that person. The person who did it is a spiteful fucking cunt. is what it seems like. Because why are you inviting people that have no business being there?
Well, people that you don't even really know. You've only met them a whole handful of times, and only through your cousin.
Yeah, right. I think that's really odd. I mean, when you have to do stuff like that, and I mean, personally, if that was me in the situation, I would remove myself from that said family, because obviously that's not what you do, and I would remove myself from that said friend. I don't need that kind of people, you know, like, so whoever this is, my advice would be, I don't know if anybody in the room has advice for Nicole for her friend, but my advice would be, you know, I have my own life, my husband, my kids. I don't care about this stuff. If that's how you want to behave over there like that. Like, I don't, you know.
So you use the phrase.
And then on top of that, she didn't even say boo
to
my friend when she went there. Her cousin did not even acknowledge her.
Did she say hello?
No. Did not even acknowledge her.
It's horrible. That's disgusting.
You use the term, which, as I've grown, I no longer live by this. Be the bigger person.
Right.
Being the bigger person always blows up in your face. I am sick and tired of being the bigger person. Fuck you. Why don't they be the bigger person? Why is it always me having to be the bigger person? No. Nope.
See, I agree with you, Rocky. I'm at that point in my life where I'm kind of just, I'm tired of biting my tongue with everything.
And I do feel that way, and I guess I would want to put myself in, I'd want to put myself in a part of life where I have come a long way, and I wouldn't want to behave in certain ways because I'm 38 years old and I have children and a husband. So I try to grow for myself, not change for other people, but for myself. I try.
But you've changed as a person. 23-year-old Jessica would be like, "Fuck you! I'm not being the bigger person."
You're right. Yeah. You're right. 23-year-old Jessica also would slap somebody, come at my face.
23-year-old me would have been like, "You know what? You're right. Let me go." You know. Now I'm like, nope. Yeah. Nope.
It's just, you know, for me, I look at situations like that and I'm like, you're just an asshole, and your rest of your life and more things to come are going to be exactly what you deserve. And I would never wish anything on anyone. I would never want any harm. I send love and peace to everyone. Even if you don't like me, I'm sending you love and peace to please have a good life. And don't hate, because it takes more time to hate someone than to love someone.
That's true.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
See, I send love, but I also send karma.
No, you know, well, karma will always do its own thing, and I don't even try to send karma because, again, that's something that their energy is already embracing, you know. So I would say to your friend, you know, sorry, but she needs to walk away from those two people. I feel like both of them deserve each other, right? Pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, her cousin is really
but
a
it doesn't seem like
person.
It doesn't seem like it was a genuine invite, really. Anyway, you know, it was like, hey, I need another gift.
Yeah, you know what?
And
that's pretty much what it was. I want more gifts.
The friend actually thinks like, oh, we're friends. That's why she invited me. It's like, really?
She thinks that
you got an invite 2 days before the shower. I'm pretty sure, even if she didn't know about the shower until recently, she knows about her wedding because she's the one planning it. Did you get an invitation to the wedding?
Did you get a save the date?
That would be a clear sign that you're not friends.
Yeah, right. Hi. You know, exactly. But whatever. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. Fuck.
That's a great point. I wonder if said person did.
I took a shot because I said fuck.
Yeah, I'll do one for you.
Yes. I'm like, yes. So that was awesome, actually. I'm glad that I had that little subject. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I wrote down a good bullet point, and in this particular situation, I'm going to use myself. Because I think that I need to explain exactly what it is to get the true answers from everybody on how you feel about it. Hey, Quiet McGee. How you doing?
Just chilling, baby.
I love it. He's like the cutest over there, like a little teddy bear. I always tell people that if I died, Nicole's got to marry my husband. So anyway, now you heard me say that, you know Nicole's the one. I'm going to bring up something. So recently, I'm going to say back in about October, I was out with all my family and friends at a big Halloween party, and everybody was drinking and having a great time. And to keep it light, I'm not going to use the subject of what the conversation was, but somebody had approached me at the party while we're all drinking and said, you said something and did something 3.5 years ago, and I think you should apologize for it.
Which this something was what? Nothing?
Nothing at all, okay? So it wasn't even anything like that. But within the 3.5 years, this person was in my life, spending time vacations, in my wedding, bridal party, that's how close. And everything's been great. But 3.5 years later, at a party of the whole family, out of nowhere, while drinking, that was the comment they made to me. Now, normally, old Jessica would have been like, shut the fuck up, do you have beef, and fight. But this, first of all, is my family, and I don't want to fight my family. And
most of her fights that she's had is protecting
my family.
Yeah.
Right. So, no, I don't want to fight with them anyway. But also, too, my husband standing in front of me, this person's significant other's grandmother was standing there. There was people around where I go, yeah, right. I'm not even going to acknowledge this. This is stupid.
Time and place.
I was just going to say there's a time and place.
And I defended it a little bit, the situation, because the person she was talking about is a very good friend of mine, and I got offended. So I was trying to talk about my friend going, yeah, right, my friend's a great friend. And it got to a point where...
Take a shot.
Fuck!
That's tough.
Wait, does she have... I was just going to say, does she have to take one when she says it for saying it? She's going to drink this whole platter on her own.
Great! Okay, so when the situation escalated a little bit, my mom got involved, her mom got involved, and all were pretty much saying, this is not the time to discuss this. And over the 3.5 years that we've been okay, why wouldn't you talk about it when we went to dinner, when we went here, we went there? So I felt like I was baited. And I felt like I was being attacked, maybe because she didn't want me to actually be a part of something else coming up, or maybe because she just didn't like me, or maybe because she just, I don't know. But I felt like I can't do this with you, and not because I don't want to, and not because I don't have feelings, but because I don't have time to argue about something from that long ago. And if you need an I'm sorry, you're not going to get it from, I'm not sorry for that 3.5 years ago. Because 3.5 years ago, I thought it was a great idea. So I'm not going to go, I'm sorry, just because you want to hear it. Well, this goes on and on and on. And now for months, October this happens, months, up until last week, 3 times I sent messages going, look, this is stupid. We fought when we were drunk. Let's go get something to eat and talk about it. Not even a response. I wrote again after Christmas. I sent a Happy New Year. I wrote again after Christmas. Hey, let's talk about things. No, nothing. No response to me at the fuck all. And I wrote 3 times. And then the last time we spoke, fuck!
The take 2.
Stop saying.
The last time.
One's fine.
Yes. I sent a message recent. Because she did something very nice for my daughter. And I was like, thank you very much. She wrote, you're welcome. Glad she liked it. I wrote to her, don't wait too long. Let's get something to eat. This was this week, okay? Let's not wait too long. Let's get something to eat. And I sent a picture of her and I from one night. And I sent her the picture of Will Ferrell with the wine. He's shaking. Not a response. Nothing.
How could you not even respond to Will Ferrell?
How could you not even respond like, or I don't want to talk right now, and again, this one subject, I'll have everybody know, you both know the situation, she has no fucking leg to stand on. It is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Absolutely. Even her mother agrees.
Her mother, my mother, everybody was like, that was the stupidest thing to even argue about. But, okay. So
it wasn't something that should have even been brought up.
I put myself in the bigger person. I tried. I really tried to mend a relationship that, to be honest with you, is very toxic to me, because there's drama everywhere. You need to ask yourself why. It cannot always be everybody else.
Well, the people that it is that situation where they go, well, fuck that person. They don't understand.
I don't need them.
Yeah, they don't understand. They don't understand that they're the person.
Why don't anybody like me? And I'm like, because you're not a nice person to people. You're nice in front of people's faces, but inside you're cold.
Yeah.
You're cold to not even respond. So I say boo to you. Boo to you. And I wish you luck.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down is boo to you.
2 big thumbs down.
Boo.
Yeah. I wish I had... What is it? I wish I had 2 more thumbs so I can give those titties 4 thumbs down.
Both downs. Both downs. No, but for real, though, honestly, and I wanted to get that out because I wanted to know from everybody who's in the room now. That's my question. What's the statute of limitation on how long you can mention something or fight with someone about it? How long you think you got?
2 weeks.
I think it depends on the situation. With this particular situation, because I know the story.
1 day.
Not even a day.
It should have been there half the night, so you know it's not true, but
it should have been addressed right then and there if it was an issue. Clearly, it wasn't an issue because said person was dancing up on said person the entire night. Like,
we
nothing
all
was
around.
wrong. We were all having a grand time. A grand fucking time. It is worth the shot to say it.
Yes.
Okay.
But anyway, so all right. So I think that, listen, like 6 months tops, all right? That if you have a problem with
6
someone
months.
with family, 6 months tops.
If it's family, it should be even less.
But maybe you don't talk right away. You're one of those people, you need time. So maybe you don't talk right away.
I need time for the Hulk to subside. But once I'm there, you know me, I'm very...
You know what the worst part about it is, okay? My reputation when I was younger was I was a troublemaker. I was a shit stirrer. I was a hands-on fighting person. And I continuously protected my family. So someone could look at my family and I'd fucking punch them for no reason. That's my family. And even to this day, even this person that upset me and hurt my feelings, if anybody ever fucking touched her, I'd kill them. That's it. That's how I am with my family, always. But this time, well, for many years I've changed. I've been a very, very changed person. But if you were around me all the time, you would know that. You would know that. My mom knows that. My mom,
I know, and I'm
who is
I'm
one
a
of
part
the
of the
most
change.
honest and beautiful people, human beings, you know, as a person. She looked at me
and as a woman, she's beautiful.
She says, "You're not wrong in this one, Jessica, and I don't want you to text her again because you're trying to fix something that she
Frankie.
needs to fix." And I'm like, "You know what, Mom? You're right. You're right. I know who I am now. I know I'm a mother. I own a salon. I'm a wife. I have so much to offer people, and I would love to give that. But you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool."
You can't stop.
It's true though. Like, but no, I disagree with your times. If it's family, you know, like I said, 2 weeks. Bring the shit up. Don't because once you pass 2 weeks, then you're most likely never gonna talk about it and let it carry on for years and years and years over some dumb shit.
Do you think that's what she did? She held it for this long?
There was nothing to
You know, this
hold.
one part.
I think
I'm
she.
going to say this one because you're going to laugh, okay? I'm going to say this one part. She
I get laid
said
every
in
night,
front
Frankie.
of my mother and her mother that I told this person that she wanted to fuck him and that she was going to sleep with him. And I was like, I never said that. And that's what you're mad about? I never said that. I would never say that. I would never say that. And the person this was about, I even asked him, I said, was I drunk? Did I say anything stupid? And he was like, no, you didn't say anything. So for me, I'm going, what's in her brain isn't what's real.
See, the thing is,
No, she's definitely like.
and you don't get Jessica drunk anymore. You know what I mean? Like you're a conscious drinker
No,
now.
she definitely was not that night.
No, that night, no, absolutely, because I was, you know, we were together. I know what she was, and no, there was nothing. She wasn't hostile either. That's the thing.
Cool.
No.
Yeah, she was
I'm
like,
just
"What are
not
you
that
talking about?
person.
Why are you doing this right now?"
Exactly. I kept saying to her, why are you doing this right now, Missy? And like, damn it.
Missy.
Like, you little Missy
You fucking
miss.
Missy shit. I shouldn't even have said that. It was like, I don't ever call her that. I'm sorry. Like, I said that to Valentina. What'd you do, miss?
It doesn't matter if they're watching.
I don't even care. Anyway, so, but I'm like,
they know what
it
it's
doesn't
about.
even really matter. Like, the conversation and what it was. And I honestly felt like it was to push me out of something going on. You know, my real thought, and honestly, this is what I think. I think that she's that prissy that she didn't want my tattoos in her wedding pictures.
No, this is what I
In the
think.
bridesmaid dress.
She doesn't
think
want you
she
looking
didn't
better
want-
than
I
her on
was
your wedding
just
day
gonna
in a
say
bridesmaid's
that,
Oh
dress.
my God, don't say that. I don't think it was that. My cousin is
Yeah.
She's that vain. Yeah, she is gorgeous. She
She's
is
not as beautiful
knockout
as you.
gorgeous.
She's
I will
beautiful.
say that about her. But she is vain and selfish enough to think that way. Like,
From a
I
guy's
don't want
perspective.
anybody looking
So
as
you think
pretty
she
as
picked the
me.
fight for this?
It
Maybe,
could be. He
maybe.
could be right. I could see her being that way.
Wow.
As gorgeous as she is, yeah.
Wow. Rocky's so funny. Stop it. All right, so let's get to the next topic because I'm done talking about my bullshit. I had gotten an email from somebody who was really upset, and their situation is this. My sister is getting married. I was dating somebody that was friends with my sister. We are no longer dating. We obviously are going to be at the wedding, and she explained to me that he would be attending too. I told her that it made me uncomfortable, and I didn't want to be around him, and she told me, I'm inviting him anyway. It's my wedding.
Explain the relationship to the girl who doesn't want him there again. What is it? It's an ex-boyfriend?
It's an ex-boyfriend.
Okay,
they lived together, and he upped and left.
Why is he invited? Is he friends with the bride? Is he friends with the groom?
Bride before they dated.
All right, friends with the bride, he shouldn't go. If it was a groom, I'd be like, oh, fuck yourself. It's the groom's friend. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
He didn't even know the groom. He was friends with the bride.
If it's only the bride's sister, I mean, the girl's sister is the bride?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Yeah.
That is incredibly messed up. I have to say, I have somewhat of a similar situation. Not really.
Go ahead,
I mean, it is, but it isn't. My sister had dated somebody that we were friends with, like, growing up. More her than me, really. I was just kind of friends with them through my sister because I used to be, like, the tag-along little bratty sister and hang out with her and her friends. They ended up dating, like, 15, 20 years later. And then, I mean, he really was a dick. He cheated on her. You know, was just an asshole. And they broke up. And, like, I wasn't, like, friendly with him until, like, a couple of years after their breakup. You know, and I think about it now, and my sister's right. I probably should have never kept in touch with him. However,
how's that, Joey?
I would never invite him to my wedding or any family event because regardless of whether I stayed friends with him or not, and regardless of whatever fight I may have with my sister ever through our relationship, that's still my blood, that's still my sister, and I would never, ever and me and my sister have been through the ringer together.
Right.
We've had our
every
ups and
single
downs.
Anytime, brother. Joey Salvia in the house real quick.
I love Joey
That's
Salvia.
my
We
sister,
love Joey.
and
I
I will
love
always
this
love
little
her regardless, and I would never disrespect her to the point where I would invite that person
That's
to
your
my wedding.
sister.
Like, that's my blood.
Like, I could
Fuck
say all
you,
day.
that's my blood.
I could say all day.
You're not coming.
No, the truth of the matter is,
That's
I
my
could say
sister.
all day, my sister's an asshole, or I'm fighting with my brother, fuck him, he's a jerk. But if anybody else was to hurt my family, I would never hang out with them. They would not be in my presence. Strangers look at my mom while we're driving, and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, no, that's a scumbag move on the sister's part.
Like, are you
That
done?
really is.
Yeah.
Think about your sister. You know,
I'm
like,
sorry, and I mean, I use this word only when it's necessary.
Yeah.
And right now it is necessary.
how necessary.
That's a cunt move.
Oh,
That's a cunt
She
move.
said,
dropped a C-bomb.
It
see you
is.
next
My
Tuesday.
goodness.
That's a cunt
That's
move.
fucked up. It really is. And on my shout out to the girl who wrote this email to me, I want to say, you know, I appreciate the content. And my advice to you would be, balls up. You let your sister know that this is uncomfortable. And if she doesn't do what makes you feel good because that's your sister, then maybe you need to consider what kind of sister you have.
C is worse than F. Real quick, I want to say thank you to Joey Salvia. Guys, go check out the Opie Radio podcast if you listen to the newest one
And
this
Joey
week.
Salvia's music is amazing.
Dude, and he's got the greatest voice ever.
I really do love
His
when he's on
voice
that
is
bass.
the best.
Oh, he's like, I watch his fingers go.
But
I love it.
Opie Radio, the main thing is Westwood One, but you can find him anywhere: Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find Opie. But the guy, his producer and the voiceover guy is Joey Salvia, and he has the sexiest
He really does.
voice.
First of all, I love when he's like, I don't know why Rocky's got visual, but I do know why Jessica does. We're going to play that at the end of the show, Joey, because I listened to him like 20 times today. I was like, he talked about me.
Dude,
it was like that dog you see in cartoons. I'm like this.
And for people who don't know, this whole thing kind of started because
I don't, but you can look at something.
because of me being a big fan of Opie and Anthony, and then Opie's future iterations of his show and currently his podcast. And Joey, you know, doing that for us was just, it was amazing. Like, you know, as a huge fan of Opie for 20 years,
Yeah.
you know, when something like that happens, you're like,
Hit that like button,
That's
people.
awesome.
Don't be afraid to like my button.
so go support Opie and his podcast, because really you're going to
I have
laugh
to
your balls
say,
off,
alright,
first
so
of all.
when my husband and I first started dating years ago, he'd have the fucking podcast blasting all the time. I'm like, would you shut it off? He goes, Jess, you really need to listen because you'll laugh.
Hello?
And he would play some things.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hello?
Someone called?
Yo, guys, it's Sergeant Mark. What's happening?
It's Sergeant Mark. What's up,
Wait,
brother?
Get my headphones on. Wait.
Can you hear us all right?
I hear you perfectly. How about you? Hear me good?
Perfect.
Yeah, I hear
Hey,
you guys.
baby.
What is going on?
How are you? Hey, listen, I want to say something quick before you start going. Thank you so much for always going at bat for me and my husband. You're the fucking man.
Oh, my pleasure. It's so ridiculous that Twitter is literally just a place for people to make fake accounts and just fight for no reason. I'll never understand it.
Dude, the fake account thing. Now, I get, accusations of having fake accounts, which I've proved at this point that, even if I signed into Twitter on any device, any account that has been linked to any device I have used now will immediately be suspended, and you won't be able to use that device for Twitter anymore. They say he has
fake accounts.
Yeah.
My husband works. He has a job. It's a fucking job.
But
dude.
But not even that. Like, even if I signed into any of them now, they would be immediately suspended and banned. That's how a life banning works on Twitter.
So
this is my second one.
I don't even know how to make another account. Like, it's so crazy. And there's people that have like 15 accounts that go on and just screw around. I don't understand how people... And I have some free time because I can't really work because of an injury. So I won't even sit around doing that nonsense. It's insane.
And Mark, was it that you served... Did you serve? You were...
No, you're a cop, right?
I was, yeah. So I worked in it was called a warrant unit in Philly. So we just went around locking people up that were wanted.
Well, hey, thanks a lot for supporting anyway and taking care of those bad guys.
So you wanted to call in and give us
give me a story. What
story.
You got?
You name it. I have every story possible.
Well, did you want to contribute to tonight's show, or did you want to tell me something else?
Well, I kept my YouTube kept cutting out, so I just literally got these on and saw you talking about Joey. So I figured now would be a good time to call.
Yeah, because he's in the room chatting it up right now with us, and we really appreciate it. I love that we get these newcomers from Opie and Joey and Carl, my little Cuban fucking sandwich.
Well, I had my Opie Pod Squad, and then once I got the boot, I lost all my boys. A few of them found me on Instagram, but
all the boys follow me. Baby.
We had this behind the scenes, DM chain going on, that now I can't be a part of no more. It breaks my heart. I love those guys.
You know what's great is I'm so untech savvy that I don't even have Instagram. Like, Twitter is my only social media. So, I'll just never understand how some of these people literally just make...
Instagram's actually better than Twitter because Twitter is a conversation where Instagram's you put up a picture and people comment. You know what I mean? So there's really no, toxicity really on Instagram unless you start something. Like, if you go into someone's picture and start something, then, yeah, you're going to get some toxicity. But as far as, it just being out there, it's not like Twitter like that. Like, Twitter, like I said, is, you write something and then everyone can see it and then they have an opinion on what you wrote.
Got it. Well, listen, here, I got a great social media story that tied into one of the guys we arrested before.
Go ahead.
All right. So, we locked up this guy back when Facebook... Yeah, I don't know, within that might have been 8 or 10 years ago, right when Facebook was really at its peak. And we get this guy, here he's on Facebook, sending out messages like, oh shit, the warrant unit's here, I'm going to get locked up, blah, blah, blah. So we get in the house, we lock him up, he's like, can you grab my phone? Well, here the phone was still on and open in Facebook. So... old partner, a real good buddy of mine, I won't say his name, he's still a cop. He goes into his thing, changes the guy's password, changes updates and stuff, and then he writes, listen everybody, I want you to know, you're going to hear some crazy stuff about me. I'm sorry, I thought she was 18, blah, blah, blah. We had a joke. And locked his account and shut his phone down, and the guy was in for... he was probably going to sit for about 30 to 60 days.
Oh,
so for 30 to 60 days, all people saw on his Facebook was him, in jail for possibly messing around with underage-year-olds. So,
that is so funny.
I know it's a dick move, but we used to have so much fun doing stuff like that, man.
Dude, you got that hardcore. You got that hardcore Philly accent going on, man.
I do.
That's awesome.
And all that good stuff. Water.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I really appreciate the call-ins, though, and the stories, because that's what I want. I want more interaction with everybody. Our podcast is a little bit different, It's not normally just a couple of guys hanging out or some girls walking around just talking about shit because they want to be hot. I'm in my pajamas right now, people. rocking it out, and I'll take these calls.
Like I think that's the thing. Like, people need to differentiate Super Ugly from, you know. And I know me being on both shows doesn't really help to differentiate.
But they
but
all
as you can see,
for no reason. I'm really a nice person.
But as you can see on here, I'm much more reserved, and I don't, speak as much on here as I do on Super Ugly, obviously, because I host Super Ugly. I'm here more just to work the buttons.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's cool. I hope it takes off, man. Everything starts from somewhere.
Absolutely.
That would be pretty cool.
And it takes supporters, though, like you and a lot of others, like especially that I appreciate you interact with me online. And
Chef Lou, EB Guitar Man.
Yeah, all of them. Like, you guys are all so fucking awesome. I love being kind of part of the community of people helping people and talking shit.
Well, Opie's community seems to be more geared towards that, where Anthony's is a venomous, just like the trolls we were dealing with today.
Yeah.
That's like Anthony's whole audience.
That's so crazy.
You
how
know what I
people
mean?
Like that. Like, you jerk off.
Yeah, and
Go play with yourself rather than hate on me. You know that, right?
And I mean, not for nothing, Opie is out here helping people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, here, let's play it now, real quick.
You want to play it? Let's play it.
I'm gonna play it.
It's weird that they all fight.
It's
weird that they're like, we were
Like they
all
know each
in
other.
a group, like, O&A fans, we all love the show, and they split, and it's like everybody splits too. It's like one goes with the mom, one goes with the dad. But
well, they were two very different personalities. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. We're gonna play something really
and
quick.
they have to be.
Mark, if you want to stay with us, we're gonna actually play Joey, my sexy voice friend.
Go ahead.
He shouted us on the Opie show, so we're gonna play that little intro for him.
Yeah, hang on for a second. I think if I plug this into here, it should play it right to the feed.
Here we go.
Boys, drink up. We'll give you some time to absorb all that was said and finish up the get-together at Get
There's Joey's sexy voice, by the way.
Real quick,
So sexy.
one of our loyal listeners and fellow podcasters, Rocky, was banned from Twitter after multiple attempts at trying new accounts. But friends, you can still find him on Gram at RockySUS. You can also find his way better half on Twitter, still at JessicaRabbit55. Their podcasts are visual. Not sure why Rocky's is, but I get why Jess is on display without question. Rocky does a Super Ugly show. Well, there's my answer. And Jess has a show called This Is Life. I'll put a link in our show description to follow them. And that's our Opie Radio Community PSA for today.
We love you. We love you, Joey.
And everyone out there, how sexy is Joey's voice? Write in the chat if you're in the chat
Joey
about his voice.
No, but for real though, do you know how many people that touched? Thank you so much, Joey.
Yeah.
And Mark, so listen, I have a question about what we were talking about with family. Do you have any opinions on what we discussed, like, just recently?
He wasn't able to listen, he said.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
It was cutting in and out.
My YouTube was cutting in and out, kept freezing.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you write some in the comment area for us, because we like taking comments, too, so please write something down there.
Yeah, and dude, thanks for calling in, brother.
Thank you so
we
much
love
for
when
calling
people
in.
call
Mark,
in.
call
We really
in again,
do.
okay?
No problem, guys. Listen, have a great show. Love yous, and I'll talk to you again.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
see you
take
on
care,
Twitter.
brother.
Bye.
All
That was
right,
awesome.
Sergeant Mark.
I know, he's so awesome. I'm taking these off because
Yeah, you don't need them.
But you gotta let me know next time the phone's ringing. I had no idea.
Well, because I took
answer. I'm like, hello.
No, I took the thing off because and you don't have your headphones on anyway.
Oh my god, I just took them off because they're bothering me. But all right. So we got through a lot of cool things. I have some more.
Some more.
I have Samoa. So okay. If there's now, this is actually has nothing to do with that other topic. This is something else. If you, let's just say, like Rocky has an argument with you about a discussion about something, and no, that doesn't work that way. Okay, so me and Nicole have an argument, okay, about something. We just have an argument, whatever, and you're out somewhere at a bar. Richie and Emily. Richie, not Emily, but Richie comes up to you and he's like, I think that you really need to talk to Jessica about stuff going on because, she's upset you never reached out to her. Is that appropriate for a friend's significant other to come at you and ask questions about a situation they have nothing to do with?
No.
No, absolutely not.
I think that it is.
And this is another be the bigger person situation.
Yes,
if you're that felt up about it or hard up about it, you reach out.
Seriously.
You say something.
Do you out to me.
And you're talking about a couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's been, what, almost 4 years? Because we're married almost 3.
Well, I've been doing this so probably 3.5 because it was audio.
Okay, so
yeah.
about 3.5 years ago, another situation.
Next week, actually, is, well, I don't even think it's next week, but it technically won't land on a Tuesday. But next Tuesday is pretty much our 4-year anniversary of doing this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to know, because if my husband had a fight with his friend, I would never walk up to his fucking friend or his friend's wife and be like, you know, your husband, bitch, back the fuck up, all right? They're grown men. You know what I'm saying, right? So I'm saying this because my friend had a situation this weekend, and I want to know, does anybody else think that it's appropriate for a significant other to get involved?
Hey, Gia.
Hey, Gia.
No, of course not. Like, mind your business. Like, I understand your husband is your business, but he's a man.
Right.
Let him handle that. Why are you now, like... Because I'm sure he didn't ask you to go do that.
No,
you know what I'm
definitely
saying? So now you're just involving yourself.
You're just putting your foot in there, talking to people you don't even know.
Yeah,
For
no.
no reason.
No, that shit's lame.
Right? I think that's pretty whack. I'll tell you about it later. I think it's pretty whack, though, anyway, and I want to talk about it. Anybody in the room, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that it's all right for your wife or husband or girlfriend or boyfriend to talk about your issues without even you knowing or them knowing? Like, can significant others do that?
I feel like, again, it might depend on the situation and the
But
severity.
they're not friends.
Hold up. Here's the thing. This is a man and woman thing, because no man would ever do that. Right. No man would ever walk over to, someone that his wife has a beef with or whatever and be like, you guys are... They would never do that.
Well, 2 friends have a beef,
now,
and then another friend gets bombarded
we got
by
a call.
the wife.
We got a call.
Take the call in.
Hey, this is Colin. What's up?
Colin, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, guys?
I love this guy's voice. Gay, what's going on, buddy? Take a shot, Colin, motherfucker.
But
yeah, I wanted to say.
Hold on a second, Colin, because I want to get my point across. Now, women, no matter what you say, like, there's certain moments that no matter what I say, you're going to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? And
right.
All women are like that. So, like, even if the man was like, yo, don't do that, she'd still be like, no, fuck that. And they would have to go do that. Women have this thing where they just, some women, not all of them, but all of them have it, but they use it in different ways. But they have this thing where they just go, you know what? Feel like involving myself, so I'm going to do that, and fuck you if you got a problem with it.
Women do that.
But they do that. And, again, this isn't a man. Like, men don't do that. Men are like, I don't give a fuck. That ain't my problem. Go fucking handle your shit. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, they don't like each other. Oh, well.
Right. So,
this has nothing to do with me. But women have the need to get involved in shit. Like, they do. They want to be a part of shit. They want to be like...
Women.
Think about it, though. They want to be part of the Boy Scouts.
Jerk off.
Jesus, we can't even have the Boy Scouts anymore. They want to be part of that.
Oh, my God. What's up, Colin? What you want to talk about, baby?
I want to talk about anything.
What do you think about that? Do you think that it's okay for a friend's girlfriend or a significant other to get involved in friend drama?
No, I hate that.
Like, out of the blue. It was out of the blue,
It's been years, and out of the blue, somebody says something to someone else, like they're even involved. They don't even know, they're not even friends with the other person. So they walk up to a stranger and go, yeah,
no, this is in person.
They walk up to a stranger and they go, yeah, you know.
Let me explain the situation, because now I don't even care. I had an argument with a friend, okay? Said friend and wife was at the bar. Richie was at the bar. Said wife went up to Richie and said, he never reached out and da-da-da-da.
But the friend that Rocky was
it doesn't
friends
even
with
matter
was
that
over
conversation.
25 years.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter that conversation. But she decided to take it upon herself to now just approach Richie,
right?
Who also has nothing to do with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because me and Richie are friends, that doesn't mean you need to now drag him into my personal life.
Richie, honestly,
yes.
with you and her husband?
Yes.
Yes, I know. I know.
But people are weird like that, because as if Richie's going to come back to me and like...
You really should talk to him. Not happening.
Poor guy.
Someone who just loves
Colin, where you from, pal?
Kansas.
We already
Kansas?
discussed this with him.
Oh, this is Kansas, right? All right.
Remember?
Dude, come on, 5:00.
It's a real place.
It's a real. There's no place like home.
Yeah, I just picture like
Yeah.
fields and like wheat.
Fields of grass. If you're running, like Colin's hair is swaying. He's got the black sunglasses on. He's
And
like, I'm coming.
like those
Chosen one!
wind turbines, like those wind turbines, I
And
imagine.
they're blowing around.
Yeah.
The dog Toto's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
How much do the people in Kansas hate the Wizard of Oz?
What?
It's a cheesy thing to like it.
But it goes either way,
but
I'm
I
sure. I'm sure there's people that like are obsessed with it, and then there's the people that are so sick of hearing about it that they're just like, shut the fuck up with the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, I actually moved to Colorado for a little bit, and the day that I was leaving, some guy was whistling the Wizard of Oz theme, and I was just like, man, I just couldn't wait to get out of it.
Because every person from Kansas hasn't heard that a million times. It's like me with my name. When I get someone that comes up to you and goes, yo, Adrian, I'm like, oh, good one. I'm 36. Trust me, I've heard that one several times.
Colin,
Yeah.
do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, kid. Do I have a girlfriend?
Yes.
No.
Do you have somebody that you hang out with, like a friend?
A female friend?
No.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend, Colin?
It was a couple of years ago.
Oh my God, we need to get.
How old are you, pal? Well, hold on. How old are you?
You're not gonna believe it, but I'll be 31 in a month or so.
31.
Oh, you look really young. He's very young. You're very young.
Now, I imagine in Kansas, there's not
Thanks.
a bevy of women to, choose from. Well,
It's rough.
Are you in the city area? Because I know Kansas
Everybody
has
knows
like a
you.
city area, right? Kansas City or whatever?
No, I'm just in the suburbs right now.
Like
this poor kid. Is there like a send a body? Can I send
Well, do you
somebody
go
over
do
there?
you go out to
Send a
nightclubs?
bot.
Do you go to nightclubs, or is there
Yeah.
a bar? Or oh, you do. All right. Are you a shy guy? Do you not approach girls?
I go to the comedy club, actually.
You're not gonna find any chicks at the comedy club. Every chick there is with a date. Why do you think she's there? No girl, other than a bachelorette party, is at a comedy club just to be there. She is with a guy. Colin, here's what you need to do, brother.
The waitresses, man.
No, the waitress. Yeah, all right. Yeah, and the stripper likes you
Slip
too.
her your number.
All right.
I'll date.
Colin,
Colin, we love you. You know, he's just fucking around.
let me learn you, brother. All right. Now, what you need to do is go find a bar, not a dive bar, but not a club. Go find a bar where you see people at. Go there.
Where there's people.
Yeah,
Humans.
no, but like you drive past the bar and you see like the two bums sitting at the bar, and then you drive past the bar and you see people out smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
and,
there's a hopping bar.
yeah. So you need to find that place and go there, not a club. You're 31. You shouldn't be at a club anyway.
That'd be very weird.
Yeah, you shouldn't be at the club anyway anymore. You've aged out of the club. Once you hit 28, I think you've aged out of the club.
28's done for the club.
Yeah.
You need to go home.
But you need to find a nice, busy bar, and I promise you it will work.
I thought you guys would know comedy better in New York.
No, I love comedy.
I
Me
love
and Jess go
comedy.
out to the comedy shows all the time.
But it's an date.
But I'm married, and
All
exactly
it is old guys.
Well, what did she just say too? She just went. It's a date. It's a couple's date. Guys want to go see the comedy. You think she ever?
Josh K.
Hold up. Ready?
But the waitresses are hot.
Yes. Again, do you know how many guys hit on them a night?
And the comics are hot, too.
Yeah, and the comics are hitting on the waitresses too. So what is she gonna do? Go home with some stiff sitting in the crowd, or fuck the
It's not
comic?
stiff, though, but it's all about your
No,
approach.
but
it's all about your
and that's what I'm
confidence.
trying to get to, Colin.
It's just another bar to me.
But you're shy
Just
around
another
women.
booze.
Are you shy around women? If you see a pretty girl, will you walk up to her and start talking to her?
Yeah, no, I just had that one relationship, and so
All
now
right,
I'm,
that's your problem, dude.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
If you see
Yeah.
a girl that's pretty, don't approach her like a creep. Don't be rubbing your hands and shit. Just walk up to her and say, you know what, I think you're really beautiful, and then, if it's okay with you, I'd like to maybe take you out to dinner, get a cup of coffee or something. But you have to approach women. They're not going to come to you.
You gotta say, hey,
Dude,
listen, what's
and
going
listen,
on?
you're going to get no's.
Hey, do you know
Trust
what time
me.
it is? That's
Yeah.
what you know what time it is?
But you're going to get no's. You're going to get turned down, and that's all
You to
right.
take my number.
Dude, even Brad Pitt gets turned down. All right? People get turned down all the time. You have to take the losses, but you're going to get a win.
I don't know, man.
Listen,
No, dude, you
Getting
have
laid is
to.
overrated.
No, it's
Getting
not.
laid
Not
is
when you find the right
overrated.
person.
He has
Not
a
when you
sex
find
doll.
the right person. I haven't jerked off in I couldn't even tell you how long at this
The
point.
other night you did it on my back.
But that's different.
I don't need a partner. I'm really busy.
No,
I'm a busy
man.
guy.
You
All right,
gotta have
Colin,
somebody,
I love you,
man.
but I have so much other stuff to cover.
All right, brother.
We're gonna pass you out. We're gonna get off with you and get back to the subject, honey.
All right, Colin. Yo, thanks for calling in,
Thank
brother.
you, honey bunches.
All right, love you guys.
All right, bye.
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 Okay,
I love how everyone ends with "I love you guys." I
they
love that.
us, because you know what? 'Cause there's nothing but fucking love for you, baby. I got nothing but love. All right, so, these things come off. So, we discussed so many different issues right now. I want to talk about something else.
Joey's fucking hilarious.
He is
You're
hilarious.
absolutely
I
right
know.
too. Joey, I tried. You see how I tried with that, bro? I tried, man.
He did. I know. So what's going on right now? I can't find my. I'm stuck where I am. Okay, so the next subject. If you know, family-wise, blood, like your family.
Sister, brother, first cousin.
Yes.
Okay.
First cousins, actually. If there was a set of first cousins that you knew slept together, if there was a first cousin that slept with, you knew a couple of family members. This is an email I got, honestly, and where it came from was Arkansas.
Can I stop you for 1 second, baby? Real quick.
What?
Because I want to. Colin, I'm only 5 years older than you, and Jess is only 6 years older than you. You're not that young, brother. You're in your 30s, man. 31, all right?
I don't know what the fuck he was
No, he said, it feels like I'm talking to my parents.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah, no, bro. We're not that. You would trust me. Maybe your big brother, but definitely not your parents.
Yeah, no.
But all right, I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
No,
so
that's okay.
first blood.
So all right. So the person wrote that they live in Arkansas, so it kind of goes in fits. But they said, my cousin I know sleeps with other cousins in the family. Do I blow up their spot, or do I keep it to myself and just laugh about it? Like, what should I do?
No, there's no reason for you to blow up the spot. No reason at all. That's not your business. Again, this goes back to mind your fucking business.
Right.
Is this harming you? Is this affecting you? Are you jealous that they're fucking your cousins and you're not?
Well, what if the other cousins are married?
Who gives a shit? Again, this ain't my business.
Right.
This ain't my business.
First of all, how do you know the rest of the family doesn't
Because
know? Because I actually dated somebody, and his aunt
was also
not
his
his
dad.
Aunt, it's
No, I'm
his,
kidding.
his uncle. I'm sorry, it's his uncle. His mom's brother has had a sexual relationship with their first cousin for years. I mean, like, she's gotten pregnant and had abortions.
What?
All
Yes.
right, now
And the whole family knows. Everybody knows.
let me
Every
explain
single
something.
person in the family.
Explain something.
Especially,
It's secret, like, they don't even hide it.
especially in family situations. 10 out of fucking 10 times. Whoever brings the bad news is the bad guy. No matter what the situation is, you're the bad guy.
Right.
That person always somehow ends up getting into a shitty fucking argument or something and loses a family member because they went and told this thing. And not the one they told on, but somewhere else there will be a giant issue with whoever the teller is.
I guess you're right, yeah. So I guess the advice that we're sending over to you to answer is no. I think you should kind of keep it to yourself. Let them do what they're doing. It's not your bed, right?
No,
the whole
it's
it's
not
not my
your
bed, why do I care?
Yeah.
You know?
I live by that. You know me. I don't give a fuck about anyone. You know
If it's
that.
not affecting your life, your finances, your health, then
Right.
stay out of it.
Kaput.
I got 4 people I have to make sure are alive and well. That's enough for me.
You have 5 people. Don't you forget your mother.
Well, she can hold her own.
Hello.
She can hold her-
Nicole is sitting here.
My mother
okay?
can hold her own.
Might add single. Anybody who's single. Beautiful girl. All right. So pretty much that was a lot of like what I wanted to discuss tonight. Does anybody else have anything they want to throw in? Any other subjects you guys want me to talk about? Throw it in the chat room now. I'll talk about it.
Let me look through the list real quick. Let me see if I got anything. I might.
I got through the rest of my stuff, and I'm not necessarily done, but I have to be done.
Okay, this one was pretty good. I read this story. It's from the Post a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, whatever it was. Husband charged with murdering wife. I don't have to worry about a divorce now.
Oh my
Now,
God.
hold up. I had a divorce. And the thought goes through your mind like, well, what if she dies?
What?
You know, like, because now I don't have to worry about alimony and da-da-da-da. Like, it goes through every man's head because you're in this hostile thing of like, well, you know, I'm not saying, you know.
It goes through women's minds too. I've been through a divorce.
No, but what I'm saying is that's human nature. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, the thought
You don't plot it.
is like, hey, you know, wouldn't that be great?
What?
You know?
Wouldn't it just make life so much easier?
Like, now I look back and I go, no, because my son needs his mother. But during the fighting of it all, you're like, eh. So I can understand.
I like almost cried.
I can understand this man's mind state to doing that.
To actually kill her?
No, of course not. Like, that is, it's, you know.
You went too far, man.
Yes, absolutely.
You went too far.
You know, yeah, killing her is way too far. But I can understand. Like, it's like that Chris Rock joke, you know. But I can understand.
All right, this is the thing. There are moments where anyone at any point can get you to go, I want to fucking kill you. You know what I mean? You want to do that sometimes. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to kill someone because I don't want to deal with them anymore. I would rather them watch me live and never have me again.
My freedom is worth more than...
Right?
But you know what it is? Through divorce, women really push buttons. And if there's kids involved and shit, like, they do. Because the woman has the upper hand.
On the cross.
And they know it. Tell me I'm wrong. You were with me through my divorce.
It's not always the women. It's not always the women.
In this situation, it is. Unless the women's unfit.
Even if she was a nagging
you know
bitch,
what I mean?
she had no right to take her life.
No, again, I'm not saying it's okay that he took her life. I'm saying I can understand where he was coming from. Like, I can understand, because you don't understand the way women...
With a murderer?
No, but you don't understand the way women know how to poke and poke and poke.
I get it. Women poke. So do fucking men.
Yeah, but you guys do it in a fucking shitty way. Like, men are like blunt about it, where you guys like play these fucked up mind games. That's the difference.
Oh, men play mind games?
Exactly. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Men can play the game. Men can play the game. Anyway, I think that's fucked up that he took her life. He had no right to do that. And if you didn't want to be around somebody, you can easily, like, divorce. Whatever, you have to deal with it. If you were married long enough that a divorce would be substantial, then give her what she deserves.
Yeah, but they don't want what they deserve. They want what they're owed. There's a difference.
Well, I think that's ridiculous.
Well, the courts don't either, because they agree with the women 10 out of 10 times. Unless she's like a crackhead, literally sucking dicks and has no place to live. But I'm not kidding. Like,
what?
Like, the woman pretty
Unless
much...
she's a crackhead sucking dicks.
I've heard cases...
That's not always true, though. Look at Halle Berry. She's not a crackhead. Didn't she lose custody of her daughter?
She might have.
Do
we not know
then
if
there's
she's
something
a
else
crackhead,
going
though?
on. Yeah, and she, like, went crazy at one point, too, remember?
You know why.
You know, so, you know, that is...
It's just...
Like, look at Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They're still going through it, and I look at that and go, Brad Pitt's the fit one. He's the normal one here. Why do...
Well, that's what we see. We only see what they allow us to see. We don't know what the hell goes on in closed doors.
Has Brad Pitt ever had anything where, you know, he was, like, led to believe, well, maybe he's a little off? Every time you see Brad Pitt, he's having fun, he's joking, he does comedy movies out of nowhere. Like, he seems like a very laid-back, fun fucking dude, to be honest with you. You know?
Look who he picked to marry. Not saying that Angelina Jolie
she
wasn't
seems
hot
like
15 years ago. But she seems
like a real stick in the mud.
Yeah. That's only because you fucking obsess over Jennifer Aniston.
No, but even still, like,
that's
Angelina Jolie.
Celebrity. But I'm a Pitt and Jolie hater because of that.
She's got resting bitch face.
Resting bitch face.
She
looks
have
like a permanent duck. Her mouth is like...
Yeah, no, but she's still got resting bitch face.
Personality. She's got like the same, like, low, dull tone when she talks, no matter
all I know
what
is that in Gone in 60
she
Seconds,
plays.
she looked hot.
In that movie, yes.
I love the dreads.
No, again, Angelina Jolie's a beautiful woman. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
But she seems like she's a very controlling, nagging type of person. Like she wants what she wants, and it has to be that. And Brad Pitt is like, come on, man, let's just chill. Yeah, like that was one of the things she was getting on about. And he's like, dude, he lives in California.
I'm like,
he's allowed to. He's allowed to, and now it's legal in California fully. You don't even need a medical thing. So now it's like, oh, fuck yourself with your weed thing. But then that was the only thing she really had on him, was the weed thing.
It's ridiculous when people just mind your business.
You know, the first time I ever seen Brad Pitt and remember him was him being a pothead in True Romance. Floyd on the couch, yeah. That was the first time I remember him. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette. He's Floyd on the couch, smoking the bong, the teddy bear bong. That's most people's.
I'm Jack Meet Joe Black.
That's your first time seeing him?
No, Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, mine was
Interview with the Vampire.
What about that Something Falls movie?
Legends of the Falls.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I don't remember.
Good movie. You definitely never seen it, but it's really good. That was right around the Interview with the Vampire because he still had the long hair. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Excuse
now that
me.
we got that out of the way, a little celebrity news. I want to briefly say that we really appreciate everybody who believes in us and is a part of our podcast, and I take it to heart completely. The people who look through all of the gossip and the troll accounts. Number one, I mean, I have never come on here and said anything bad about people. I've never lied. I have never done anything inappropriate. And I'm not only asking, but I'm stating, please stop talking about me if you don't know me. And I'm stating that I really don't care anyway. But for others who don't want to read or hear about these ridiculous things that you come up with, please get a hobby.
Well, no, I explained it on my show too that you don't even know the world.
I have no idea.
Like, and that's the thing.
These guys are attacking me from
How about this?
men
Instead
podcasts.
of writing shit, why don't you grab your balls or grab your titties, fucking put your big girl
And call in.
on. Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just you know what it is? I get a lot of heat and a lot of shit because people don't happen to like my husband's personality or whatever their issues are. I mean, they talk about my tits. They say I'm a prostitute now.
Grow some balls.
You know, so I just want to say to everybody who
Technically, they
watches,
didn't say you're a prostitute. They said I whore you out.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a prostitute. I want to say this to everybody who's watching. If I don't interact with you, if I don't know what your name is, if I don't know who you are, I don't care about you at all. And I would rather you do the same for me because I send love and appreciation and great energy further. So if you don't like me, get out of my room, don't follow me, and get a hobby because you don't exist to me.
We got love in the face of hate.
That's right. We have love everywhere.
I want to address something real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Joey, yes, Pitt is so hot. Straight men would give it up to him. Not me, of course. I'd stay strong. You saw him first in Thelma and Louise. No. Again, True Romance. Some people are the Thelma and Louise thing. Not some, most. Colin, yes, I'm actually on season 4 of Tales from the Crypt with Brad Pitt's episode coming up very soon. And Gia, I would have totally pegged you for knowing him from Thelma and Louise immediately. That would have been my guess for you.
I love that he just answered everybody in the room. I don't read that stuff because I don't have my glasses
I
on.
know.
Joey Salvia, hold on. Comment for Nicole.
Yes.
Joey Salvia, I like the redhead. She's a good third mic.
Joey Salvia's big dude. He's big ball Joey Salvia. But, you know, I wanted to get that out there for the haters. For everybody else who's a part of our podcast, we love you all. We care about you. And we want more interaction. You can @ me at JRABBIT55 on Twitter. Tell me something you'd like me to talk about. You can also go to SuperUglyShow.com. We have merchandise. I made leggings and hoodies, phone cases with me in a thong bikini. Go check it out.
I think I need to buy that.
Stickers, and so much more. So SuperUglyShow.com. Go to the menu, buy our shit.
Joey, I do Brad Pitt too.
Hit up my husband on Instagram. It's RockySus, ROCKYSUS. Follow him for any other show information.
And cool stuff. I post cool shit. I do.
And
Sometimes.
I always throw out my chicks, and I'm going to do this for the personal because StrengthAndSparkle.com. You need to check that out off of Instagram and Facebook. Not
Joey.
Strength and Sparkle. StrengthAndSparkle.com for Facebook, Instagram, and I think she has a Twitter also now. Yes, Christine for the unique makeup.
Oh, yeah. Is that the...
Someone just said they love Nicole's hair. Who did your hair, by the way?
I don't know. This bitch.
I am her hairdresser, might I add. So yes, I do her hair.
Even from
trust
that angle and on YouTube, people are still like, I love your hair.
And you have no idea. Actually, I'm gonna give you a close up because that's how hot it is. But we can't forget about Nicole here. She is Sweet Temptations by Nikki on Instagram and Facebook. And she makes cakes, cupcakes, anything that has to do with baking. She's phenomenal. Go check out her work and share it around. And this is also my best friend, so we're getting tattoos next week, which I will go on live while we get tatted up. And
so make sure you follow her on Twitter, JRABBIT55.
That's right. Follow me for all the information. And I love, of course, OB Radio, Chef Carl, EB, Joey
That's
Salvia.
who I was forgetting. Did I forget
Joey
Carl
Salvia.
before?
I'm putting you in your own category
Oh my
because you and I
God.
have a relationship.
I couldn't have.
And I want you to know that I really appreciate you. And you're a stand-up guy. And I said nothing but love for you. And let's not forget Copycat Productions for my intro. He's working on a new one for me. We love you. All of the fans that are in the room, you're everything. And I want to just shout out my most loyal Cappy-Tat.
He also did Super Ugly Show's new intro from today. So if you guys saw Super Ugly Show, that was also Copycat.
Check it out again.
Huge shout out to Copycat. That dude is amazing. Love him.
I will never forget Carl, okay? He's my Cuban sandwich, all right? Every time I walk around, I say to Rocky, I'm like, if I talk to Chef Carl goes, we're going to get in trouble. Rocky goes, what kind of trouble are we talking about? I'm in.
I texted him. I was like, well, you know, depending on the trouble, all I want is a first class seat at the restaurant opening night and a chef's menu. You know?
We love you all. We are interested. At me, follow us, check it out, Super Ugly Show. Subscribe. It is free, and hit that notification bell. Thank you, everybody. Kay, you're amazing. Colin, I love you all. And Josh, of course. Everybody else who came into the room. Frankie, Sergeant for calling. Thank you. We love you. And
Colin for calling.
Next week, baby. Same time, same bad place.
Word.